Here we go, back in bold. We just had a live mishap, so now this is pre-recorded. But back with Mr. Tommy Farr, Miami Vice, got his shades on. It's on I-95. Where you going, big guy?
Let's go, baby. We're headed back to Miami. We got a big month ahead, really. We got a NFT weekend, a conference here in Miami, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next week is Bitcoin Miami. A couple weeks after that is crypto Miami. We got shitcoin Miami in between. Like it's the month to be in Miami for sure for blockchain revolution.
Yeah,
A
we're
lot
back in
going on.
this. We're back in this creating a metaverse business series. It's kind of a tongue twister. Tommy's creating the first hotel in Sandbox Metaverse Hospitality. But damn, what is with Miami now? Is that the hottest place in the United States? Is that where you need to be these days?
Honestly, for anything crypto related, I would say so. Yeah, it's becoming almost impossible to get a rental, to get a house, to buy anything on the market right now is gone within seconds. People throw in $100,000 more over asking price, and it's mainly the people that are involved in the industry. So, yeah, I mean, it's getting crazy right now.
Is that like the government policy, or who's behind this? Was it because Florida was always open during the whole thing that happened the last 2 years? But I mean, it seems like Miami just went back to the 80s and it's the coolest thing in the world. How did that happen? You've been living in Florida for a while, Tommy.
It kind of feels like that. Yeah, it started with the mayor for sure. Like he was a huge Bitcoin um, advocate. Bitcoin is not implemented for the city of Miami yet, but it's on its way. Very close to being able to use it for everything from taxes to buying a condo. Actually, speaking of that, when ApeCoin came out, 11, one of the biggest nightclubs in Miami, they are building their own condos at the moment and announced that they're accepting ApeCoin for their new condos. So yeah, I mean everything going on in the crypto world is centered around Miami. They're making the city crypto friendly in every possible way.
Instead of the cocaine cowboys, it's the Bitcoin cowboys now. It's pretty interesting, like how time repeats itself, history repeats itself.
I'm losing you a little bit. I think it might be on my end here, but you repeat
I
that?
said, I said, instead of the cocaine cowboys, it's now the Bitcoin cowboys. It's funny how history is repeating itself.
Oh, for real, for real. Seriously, I mean, I obviously wasn't around cocaine revolution days, but that is what changed Miami forever, and it kind of does seem like it's on another very similar run.
But yeah, back to this little series here. We've been making moves on it, and you've been making moves with me actually too in the crypto world. The ape coin came out. You got me in it and made some quick pocket change, huh?
Yeah, Bitcoin's been a lot of fun. That's been part of this Board Ape Yacht Club roadmap for so long. They promised it would be released in quarter 1, and shit, they delivered once again. I don't think anybody was disappointed in it. How can you be disappointed when if you had a Board Ape, you got dropped pretty much $100,000 right off the bat, and then from there, if you invested right off the bat at like say $8 when it started, it's sitting around 13 to 15 pretty consistently now. So yeah, it's a great investment. I think even at this point, we can look back at the old podcasts like we've done before, saying you should get into the Board Ape Yacht Club at what was it, 6 ETH or maybe even lower. But I think it's a very similar deal for ApeCoin at the moment. Board Ape Yacht Club is not going to disappoint. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean they got a lot riding on it, and it's not like you hear about these airdrops, these shit coins that people airdrop all of it to them, and they crash and they rug pull and whatnot. But it seems like the Board API Club's got a lot running on its brand, and for them to just pull a fast one would be quite stupid. Because like even you said you're not selling any of the airdrop you got, correct?
Everything away from the airdrop, keeping that where it needs to be, and then pretty much going back and forth. If I see it drop a little bit, maybe below $12, I might buy in again. Because yeah, I do see it reaching at least $20 in the near future, and who knows where it goes from there. Because of a few things. There's the land sale. The Bored Ape Yacht Club is creating their own metaverse on its own that may be you able to purchase an ape coin. And then another thing on the roadmap is a real life clubhouse in Miami. That's supposed to happen this year as well. And what if everything you need to buy from your drinks to your merchandise to the cover cost is all ApeCoin? It's not confirmed yet, but I think it'll definitely be an option.
Yeah, that would be trippy if they had a real club in Miami and you only can use ApeCoin. That is really neat. So I'm gonna hold on to some of those coins that I got. But Tommy, so was it Yugi Labs? They bought Punks too. This is the owner of Bored Ape Yacht Club. Who are these mysterious people in this business behind the whole revolution?
Yeah. So Bored Ape Yacht Club is technically owned by the parent company Yuga Labs. So it all happened super, super quick. Obviously, even the four founders themselves didn't see the craze coming. But Yuga Labs was their parent company, which came out with Bored Ape Yacht Club. And they've released a few different things like the Kennel Club, the Mutant Ape Yacht Club. And now they bought out their number one competition. This happened maybe a month ago, maybe a little less than a month ago. Some rumors came about that Yuga Labs is going to buy out a huge NFT project. It jumped around from a few different projects, but then it was decided that they bought their biggest competitor. It was pretty much Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks sitting above 75 ETH consistently, and everyone else kind of following their lead. Everyone was a little bit upset with CryptoPunks leadership, not offering the same utility as the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Something they didn't offer before Yuga Labs bought them was IP use. So this pretty much means that you can use your CryptoPunk like I'm using my Bored Ape Yacht Club. You can create a business behind it and have its IP use for anything you need without, being sued or without anything coming down to hurt you from the Yuga Labs end. So once they bought out CryptoPunks, they gave all the IP usage back to the owners. So it's huge for the Web3 space. That's pretty much what we're all about here is having your community benefit. And that's a huge benefit that they just didn't offer before. And they're trying to change the game, obviously, by buying their competitor and giving everyone rights.
Tommy, what's interesting though is you said they're coming out with Ape Land or the other side, so their own little metaverse, but you're building one of your hotels in Sandbox next to the Bored Ape Yacht Club in Sandbox. So how is this going to affect this little situation? Are they going to put all their chips in their own metaverse, or are they still going to use Sandbox?
I'm losing you a little bit.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Club, they're creating their own metaverse, right? And how is this going to affect Sandbox, the one where you're building your hotel and your land is next to the Bored Ape Yacht Club in Sandbox? Are they going to be direct competitors now, or what's going to happen?
Yeah, right. That's tough. That's tough. Obviously, as a neighbor to the Bored Ape Yacht Club in Sandbox, we were super hyped about that, building our first hotel right next to them. And now they announced their own metaverse. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. There's obviously going to be someone like an Amazon that comes in and disrupts everything. Is that Yuga Labs? Is that Bored Ape Yacht Club right off the bat? Is their own metaverse going to wipe out every other metaverse out there? It's really hard to tell. Maybe they buy out Sandbox on their own. We don't really know where it's going to go from here. They haven't even released the land yet for, it's called The Other Side. So the Bored Ape Yacht Club metaverse will be called The Other Side. And they really have not released much information yet. Just a teaser video, just letting you know what's happening. And it seems like they're going to partner with all the other projects that are, first off, popular, and second off, have offered use of the IP. So that's huge. Once again, like if you If you can use your NFT for other purposes without, any flack from the parent company, then that's what Web3 is all about. We'll see where the metaverse go from here, but it probably will change the game quite a bit. It might dominate completely, it might integrate others. We'll see. It's exciting to see where it's going to happen because not much has been released yet.
Tommy, where's the hotel builds at? I mean, I thought these things were coming here quite soon. What's the story? Is your designer guy making moves? Can I walk in your hotel and sandbox yet? What's going on?
Yeah, where we hit the halfway point. We're gonna have a big announcement Monday. Not a huge announcement. We've let people know we are creating the 2 hotels in Sandbox and the 1 resort in NFT Worlds through a company called Land Vault. There's base. They've done a great job with a few larger projects, a few big companies, and yeah, we hit the halfway point. We got a few teaser videos to release, and we're still on track to completely finish all 3 hotels by the end of this month.
What is it? April showers bring May flowers. Your hotels are going to be blooming pretty hard in May come summertime.
Yeah. We got I would say the next 3 months. I mean, all throughout the summer, it's going to be huge for us, huge for the NFT space in general. Our plan as we finish these hotels, we show our community the value we're going to bring. We show how they look fucking sweet. First off, how cool these hotels are. I have the background in the industry where I have in mind the brands I want them to reflect, and they've done a really, really good job reflecting that. So you'll get a few different vibes from all 3 hotels. They're all 3 a little bit different. So yeah, first off, we want to show you the value of that. And then from there, a lot of hype, a lot of build up to June. In June comes NFT NYC, and myself and our Chief Operating Officer, Lise Garcia, we're actually both going to be speaking on a panel at NFT NYC about the future of hospitality. So that's something we're super, super excited about. At Metaverse Hospitality as a whole is actually sponsoring NFT NYC. And then probably the week after that, we're going to launch our NFTs. We haven't fully defined the date yet, but building on the hype, that's going to be a huge week for us in New York City. And we're going to be completely ready. We'll be ready before that, but it's kind of about building the community first, making sure we have the hospitality backing. We have the value before we, asked the community to invest in us.
Hey, so what are these NFTs going to be looking like? Are they the residency ones, or if you have the NFT, you can go in the hotel? What exactly is the general picture for your NFTs?
Yeah, so we've decided we're going to release all 3 hotels at once. All 3 hotels, they will have 2 separate NFTs. Each hotel will have a resident NFT, and each hotel will have a guest NFT. The resident is going to be a lot more valuable. There's not going to be many out there, but what it does is it gives you a room in the hotel. So you right off the bat are a resident. You are the VIP of VIP. We're going to have a residence director. So you pretty much have a kind of a liaison, like a concierge just for the residents. We're talking about less than 50 residents per hotel. It depends on the spacing a little bit, and we might have a little penthouse offering too, but there is going to be a very, very small number of residents, and they are going to have the utmost utility within the metaverse and the real world. We got quite a few partnerships lined up, but I think our community and our NFT holders are going to be very, very excited about, first off, being a resident in one hotel, having your own room, doing whatever you want to within that room, and then lots of value after that.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my masseuse ordered to wherever I'm at in the world, right? When I'm a resident of a hotel, you're going to find me my masseuse, my chiropractor, my cleaner, everything, right?
lost you for a second. I hit a bridge.
I said I can't wait until you're finding me my masseuse, my chiropractor, my cleaner. You're gonna send them to wherever I'm at in the world. That's like being a resident, right?
Exactly. You know, you're residents of a hotel. You can pretty much ask for anything and we'll figure it out. You know, we're going to obviously guide you through the Web3 space, guide you through blockchain technology, and help you out if you're not too familiar with that side of things. But yeah, we want to tie it to the real world as much as possible, too. You know, whatever amenities a hotel can offer, we want you to have those options in real life.
Okay, Tommy. So we had a couple of your new hirees on the last few episodes. You hired a couple more people, huh? What are they doing?
Yeah. So we're definitely gonna have them on probably next week. You know, to continue that tradition of introducing the team. But we hired a meta mixologist and a meta chef. Kind of got to change the game up of what hospitality leaders do within the industry of food and beverage. But it's going to start out as, you know, content creators showing value, showing you how to cook, showing you how to mix drinks. You know, might have a few sommelier classes. But we really just want to have, like I said, anything a hotel offers, we want to bring that value to you. And we're going to start implementing a few things like F&B classes, like yoga classes, you know, mental health classes. There's going to be lots of offerings that start out as probably, you know, videos as more of a content creation type. And then it'll be a little more personalized once we release our NFTs. You know, you'll have a lot more individual offerings that you can take advantage of once you're a holder.
Okay, but like the plan is I can come in the Sandbox Hotel if I have the NFT and I'm like seeing the guy mix the drink and learning from him and like I'm getting these special perks, right? Inside your metaverse.
Right. Once we're at that level, that's the plan. You know, that there'll be lots of, you know, first off, Sandbox is pixelated. It's not a true like virtual reality immersive experience, you know. So
So
long term, we want you to be able to, you know, throw on your Oculus and mix some drinks with the meta mixologist and with, you know, jump in the kitchen with meta chef and see everything firsthand. But it'll be a little bit of back and forth between jumping into the hotels, checking out videos, giving them the directions of where they need to go. But once we can implement it, everything firsthand, once the technology is there, then yeah, that's the plan, to enter the hotel and sit at a bar like you would in real life.
yeah, so like you talk about master classes now or these Zoom meetings or what was that popular app that blew up? Clubhouse, that kind of stuff, right? Before this whole metaverse thing is ready, kind of on the video and then also whatever you can do in the sandbox at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Discord too, you know, so Discord, you can restrict access or give access to whoever you want, you know. So for example, our residents will have their own channel. They'll have their own options within Discord, have their own, you know, discounts, have their own codes, have their own offerings. There's lots to offer and to give like gated access to certain people within the community. But we do want to be very open as well. You know, not, you know, hospitality industry is not very involved in Web3 at all at the moment. So a lot of what we're doing is like 101 type classes, onboarding people that have no idea how it can affect hospitality. So a lot of this first year as a whole is going to be education. You know, getting people involved in the space, probably for the first time.
Yeah, you've done a good job with me on that. You've helped me out a lot. Gave me my first little NFT, and we just did that
I
8 coin
appreciate it.
thing. I have a question though, Tommy. So, like in this Discord, if I'm a resident and I have my own little channel or whatever, I could say, "Hey, I'm going to Colombia in a month. I need you guys to find me a safe location and a good Airbnb. And where do I get my SIM card? And what bank card? What bank account? What bank card should I use? Like, you figure all that out or what?"
Exactly. Yeah, there's not anything we're going to say no to, and I've said this many times. 5-star service is anticipating the guest needs. You're going to ask all these questions, we're going to answer all these questions and then some. You might forget that you need a ride home from the airport, or you need your medicine while you're in Costa Rica or something like that. We're not going to miss anything. Our team, me and Lise, first off, have that hotel experience, have that consulting experience where we consulted with 5-star hotels so they don't miss any steps. You can't miss a step if you want to be 5 stars. If you want to offer that luxury service and you want your guests to be truly happy, you have to anticipate their needs and you have to personalize the experience for them. And that's exactly what our resident director and myself, I'm going to be very, very involved as well with those types of steps. So exactly, anything and everything our residents need will be taken care of.
Tommy, I'm a very high maintenance person. I mean, so if I was a resident, I would assume that would cost a lot of money. I mean, how are you able to afford that? And what kind of prices, if you can give me a general ballpark, will these residents cost? That's a lot of service you're going to offer me. I mean, you're a travel agent. You're telling me all. I mean, you're saving me a shit ton of money. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, and not only money but time. That's what I value the most is time. I'm not a time waster. I don't appreciate people that waste time. So that's something we want to add value to. Is we might have an executive that doesn't have time to do all this stuff. So let us do it for you. But you're right. It is costly. It will be costly, and we want it to be affordable off the bat for our community. And the thing about NFTs and the minting process is it's fun. It's kind of like a gamble. So our guest NFT and our resident NFT will be the same price. It's going to be under zero point 0.1 ETH, depending on ETH at the time, but it's going to be affordable. It's going to be at a price point where you can buy a few and you're going to be all right with it. But what's fun about it is you don't know what you're going to get. You could mint a resident, you could mint a guest. So right off the bat, this cheaper price points could offer you value that's is way more valuable than the mint price. So from there's secondary sales as well. So the goal is it's going to be around 15,000 total NFTs, somewhere between 10,000 and 15,000, but that's between 3 hotels, and most of those will be the guest tier. It's going to be probably a little under 150 residents total, definitely under 150 residents total. So you can see how rare it is right there, so hopefully those secondary sales for the residents are valued, by the utility we put behind it. So first off, the money comes in through the mint. That's where we're going to put a lot of that back into the community, back into the value we provide to the community. And then secondary sales are nonstop. We do take a commission of that. And that's what's going to kind of jumpstart the company. I've been lucky enough to been in this NFT space for a long time, and I know how to flip an NFT, so I have funded this project myself entirely because I want to provide the value first. A lot of people are doing a lot of projects are asking you to mint their projects and then we'll figure it out and then we'll give you the value and then we'll pay for everything once we have the money, but I think it's going to really be helpful to our community, be helpful to the space to provide that value first. And then to continue funds coming in, that's when we, reach out to our hotel contacts, reach out to the restaurants that are interested in the space and see how we can get them involved. So there's 2 sides of it. There's the NFT revenue and then there's the real world consulting revenue.
Yeah, that's what I love about you doing this podcast and doing the Twitter searches and putting your face out there. It's showing like, hey, look, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Like I'm trying to give you value out the gate and not trying to pull a fast one on you. So that is very good, Thomas. I'm gonna let you drive safely now to your events here. Have fun at the crazy week of crypto over there, and we'll be in touch shortly and bring on your new guys.
I appreciate you. Yeah, we'll have Jello, who is our meta chef, and then Malik, who is our meta mixologist. We'll jump on an episode next week and kind of introduce yourself to introduce the bold community to how we're changing the food and beverage game a little bit.
Awesome. All right, guys. Hey, if you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, check out our YouTube channel. We'll put it in the description. Trying to get that thing pumping. It's a lot of fun. Subscribe and make sure to live bold. Catch you later, Tommy.
Hey, thanks, Nick. Talk